All right, guys. So we are back. We are out of the theater. It is very late here where I'm sitting. It's dark outside. It's thunderstorming. I apologize if you hear lightning and thunder in my microphone. Not intentional. It's just one of those dark, creepy summer nights in North Carolina in the United States. That's where I live. And here we are. And I've got my girl here, Macray, Sparrow Macray. Let's see here. So let me go ahead. I've always played kind of a different way. I've always enjoyed kind of zooming the camera back a little bit. I love those eyes. Check out those eyes. Wait, I want to zoom in on those. Ah, those eyes look cool. Niveus did such a good job. Awesome. Okay, so let's see here. She's got her little ninja shirt on. I'm going to zoom out the camera just a little bit. Let me show you something real quick. Child of Malcav, go to options. Child of Malcav did an awesome job with the key bindings on the keyboard. Before in TFN, you were forced to have certain keys hotkeyed no matter what you wanted to do with it. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Gosh, was it? I can't remember. I thought it was walk and run and auto walk, and they were pretty much like bound to a certain key. Right here, yeah. Well, anyways, Child of Malcav fixed that in 1.4.1, which is of course going to carry over into 1.5. You can now bind those keys right here in the game. So very cool stuff. Thank you for that, buddy. Um, let's see here. So I've got the subtitles turned on, so we should be able to see what the NPCs are saying. I'm probably going to kind of rush through it a little bit more. Not so much in the tutorial, because I have new clan specific character dialogue, but probably for the rest of the game I'll do that. So let me jump in here real quick. Sparrow Macray. Okay, so we decided we're going to go Auspex heavy. I want to use that. Also, I of course want to use Blood Heal. That's kind of a no-brainer. Every vampire does. And I think I'm going to go... Did I decide I'm going to go ranged? Yeah, because Auspex goes good with range. So another thing Child of Malcav did, actually, which I'm going to jump back in here real quick just to give him props for that, but he created a start blood heal keybind as well. I absolutely love it. I have it bound to Q. That's the key I'm going to use for it. I absolutely love that. Thank you so much for doing that, Malcav. The only thing I don't like about it is that when you use Blood Heal, like you see how I have Auspex queued up right now? If I hit Blood Heal, bam, it automatically changes it to Blood Heal, which can be a little bit frustrating when I'm playing sometimes. So as you can see, it didn't use a blood point because I already have full health. But if I continue doing that, I think it would drain my blood. Okay, so what I like to do for my hotkeys, I like to use my hotkeys for disciplines. So my very first, usually Blood Heal is my first discipline. I always assign Blood Heal to 1, but now that Child of Malcav has assigned that to its own hotkey, I can put it on Q. I don't need to have Blood Heal as one of my numbered hotkeys anymore. So I'm going to use Auspex because that's my number 1. Blood Heal generally, like I said, is my number 1. So I don't need to hotkey Blood Heal anymore. I think I'm going to go ahead and hotkey Quietus Silence of Death because it's free and it gives me a +2 to my stealth. And I mean, it's like a no-brainer, especially when you're trying to sneak around. So very, very helpful. All Viziers have that ability starting out the game. So that's awesome. And then usually after this, I put my weapons, which right now I don't have a ranged weapon. So there's really nothing coming up. Let's see here. Range is going to be my primary weapon, but I may want to actually set up melee weapons on 3. So I'm going to go unarmed, and then Auspex, I'm going to go range. So I'm not going to hotkey any other disciplines. I'll just use the mouse wheel right here to use them. But I do want Auspex to be 1. Number 2, I want silence and death. Number 3, I want my gun, and number 4, I want my my melee weapon, which right now is fists. But that'll change to a crowbar or whatever that is, a tire iron, shortly. So, okay, I've got that set up. Got that set up. Let me put back Auspex. The rest of these, I'm just going to put none, so I don't accidentally hit a key while I'm playing and then change my discipline to something else, because that would suck. So, let's see. I've got my walk turned on. I got my run. Okay. I think we're ready to go. All right.
What a scene, man. Hoo-wee.
So here's Jack.
Then they just plop you out here like a naked baby in the woods. How about that?
So I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but his teeth are in high definition now. I personally created my own teeth icon and my own tongue icon, and I know it's a really subtle thing, and some of you were probably thinking like, that's not really a big deal. It is not, but it does look cool. It's kind of hard to see because he's in the shadow, but when he gets in more light, you'll see that they're pretty nice looking teeth. So I like them. Take it or leave it, I guess. But all right, who are you?
I'm Jack. What's important is I'm offering help. You make it back from Santa Monica.
All right, tell me this isn't happening. What am I now?
Don't worry, kiddo. You'll adjust. I'd love to explain it all, but time's a waste.
Okay, I could use the help.
All right. Christ, it's stuffy in there, huh? This is much better. Now, we ain't got much
Okay,
time,
so I
but
fixed that
figured
thing where he
somebody
says,
should
step
fill you in
out
on
back
the
here, and
bare
you're
bones
like,
stuff at least,
okay.
you know.
I
Good
cut
say
that out of the
hi.
dialogue.
You look wobbly.
Because it didn't make
You
any
even had
sense
a drink
to
yet?
have it in there. You look wobbly. You even had a drink again? Or a drink yet? Come again?
Oh, man, we're popping.
By the way,
here.
the character
You're gonna love
dialogue
this. All right,
in the
check it
whole
out.
tutorial for
Blood,
every clan is
it's
not
your
clan
new
specific.
rack of lamb, your
That's
new
why I'm playing the
champagne.
tutorial and
What's
actually
your
showing it to you
fucking
guys.
heroin,
Otherwise, I'd
kid?
just like breeze through it real
Get
quick.
ready, though, because, hey, it's never...
Blood? What do you mean?
Well, down around the corner there, I saw this human. Poor SOB can't find his...
Let's see here. Oh, and by the way, with the Assamite, what was I thinking? Never mind. Cancel what I was just gonna say. I just realized that doesn't apply here. Okay, I'm so confused.
All right. You go down there, casual like. You creep up on him, then bare those little fangs and...
Won't he become like us? And so it begins my slow descent into hell.
Now go for it. Be sure, though, and this is important, so listen up. Be sure not to drain him dry, okay? It might be...
Okay. I cannot believe my life has come down to this. Remember, she's a computer hacker, and she's like, what the heck is going on right now? I'm actually going to say I don't think I can do this, because she's not like a physically aggressive person. This is like way not her thing at all. She's so confused. I don't think I can do this.
Go on. I'll be right here.
Fine, I'll give it a shot. Okay, so this is the only issue with widescreen, and I'm not sure how to fix it. Fortunately, it only happens in the tutorial, because that's the only time you get these little pop-up windows. But as you can see, it's designed for 4:3 format, not for 16:9. So it automatically just adjusts it by sliding it to the left, and you can see the outline of your blood bar over to the right there where the arrow's pointing. It doesn't look professional, and I apologize. If I can fix it, I will. But yeah. So feeding on humans fills your blood pool. Yep, we know that. Yep. Oh, and as you can see the blood bar up there, I fixed the stretched out circles. The circles were like really, really stretched from left to right. and I fixed those, so that looks a lot nicer. Again, the only time you get pop-ups is during the tutorial. So the rest of the game, you're not going to see this bug where, you know, the pop-ups are to the left. Okay, now this is something I put in the game a couple versions back. It might have been even TFN 1.0. But your blood pool will fall over time except during dialogue, because we changed that, I think, in 1.3. I think it was. Yeah. Because I know in 1.2, what's his name? Something Compass, the YouTuber, did a playthrough or a let's play, and he was complaining that, you know, and rightfully so, he was complaining that you would lose blood while you were talking, which would naturally make you want to like rush through the dialogue. And I didn't like that either. I was like, yeah, that's a good point. That sucks. So I fixed that in 1.3. Probably, actually, if it involved Python, then probably Child of Malcat fixed it, because I suck with Python. But yeah, so we got that taken care of. Blood is constantly being consumed to sustain your undead body. The rate at which your character uses blood is determined by your humanity rating and the stamina attribute. By default, your character will lose 1 blood point every 4 minutes. For every point in humanity under 6, so that's 5 or below, you're going to lose 30 additional seconds before your blood falls again. But for every point in stamina that's over 1, you will gain 30 extra seconds. So stamina is awesome because it adds to your bashing soak, but now it also increases the amount of time before you lose a blood point. So stamina is awesome now. Definitely buff it up. It'll protect you in more ways than one. Also, there's a lot of dialogue choices in the game that allow you to do evil things, but in return you get experience. So you want to do those evil things. And before, in vanilla Bloodlines, the game wouldn't penalize you for being evil or having a low humanity. But in the Final Nights, it does. As you can see, you're going to drain blood faster as you continue to lose humanity. And that's why the Bali's weakness of only allowing yourself, your character, to have a maximum of 6, and dancing won't allow you to regain humanity. You have to spend experience. It really is kind of a crippling flaw to have. So yum yum. I love this guy. I wish I could put him in my pocket and take him everywhere with me. Just pull him out when I need some blood. That'd be awesome. Okay, let's get back to Jack.
Yeah. Yeah.
This guy's like a drug dealer.
Feeling it. I can see it in your eyes. You're a born-again predator. Feeling that blood.
See, check out his teeth and those eyes. They look so good. I love them.
It's all about.
I wish somebody would go through and just reskin the crap out of this game, just HD it up. Big textures, like 5 megabyte textures. That'd be awesome. Okay, let's see here. So I'm a computer hacker. I just got my blood for the very first time. Sparrow did. She's gonna say, "You have opened my eyes, Jack. This feeling is unbelievable. This is not the path I wish to walk, but I cannot deny its allure." Yeah, she's gonna say that.
All right, now, you got the blood, you're feeling all kick-ass, feeling better than your best day living, but wait.
Oh, yeah.
It gets better.
It gets better.
All kindred. Kindred, that's a...
Explain yourself.
Like sharper senses, a body that can take a beating, and if you play your cards right, eternal life. That's no sure bet, but still a chance at him.
I am forever bound to this body? I am an immortal?
Well, you can still
She sounds
be
really
destroyed,
smart.
but forget the books and the movies. Garlic, it's worthless. A cross? Pfft, shove it right up their ass. Now, a shotgun blast to the head. Oh, that's trouble.
Yeah, I hate
Fire,
shotguns.
That's real
Ugh.
trouble. Sunlight, well, you get...
The sun's rays have become my nemesis, understood. Or I'm beginning to see your wisdom. Yeah, she would say the second one.
Okay, now. The fuck is this? You get inside here and head upstairs. We'll meet up in a bit. I'm just gonna go see what the ruckus is.
So many tool tips popping up. And this is why I do the tutorial right here. It's for that lockpick. Ah, so nice.
Come down
I don't have to pay for it.
Stay away from the windows. Oh, it's a Sabbat raid. Sabbat.
We can touch on this later. So, if you don't know, in the vanilla Bloodlines, there's actually some extra dialogue there, but I changed it so that you have to have an inspection level high enough in order for you to say. It's not really a big deal, but people who have never played vanilla Bloodlines, to them, if they have a higher inspection, they're going to be like, oh, cool, new dialogue. Of course, it's not, but yeah. It's one of those little fun things. So the sheriff is using animalism, which these new clans don't have access to.
All right, we gotta vamoose out the back quick. I'll stay.
What does vamoose mean?
You get us into the office.
I always wondered that. I'm on it. Okay, so what's my lock picking? Oh yeah, that's right. It's 3 because I spent some experience on that. Because she's been trying to survive. That's something that's new. Whenever I come to this door now, the game automatically just hits escape for some reason. It's not a big deal. You just hit continue. It's not it's not a big deal. I don't know why it's doing it, but I don't know. Something to look into, I guess. By the way, I like playing in third person. So some people like first person. I like third person.
Well, nicely done though. Not exactly
Except,
an angel.
unless of course I'm shooting with a gun, then I like first person. Not exactly an angel in life, were you? My history has been tarnished. Luck was on my side. Well, I happen to know a thing or two about picking locks. Yeah, I sure do. Okay, why is my number 3 key not working? Oh jeez, don't tell me my 3 key is broken. I might need a new keyboard. Alright, I'm gonna say my history's been tarnished.
Cool. Now if you want a lesson on how really
not my 3 key is
take
broken.
Notes from those Sabbat assholes. You're a big bad vampire. Yeah, great, congrats. Now keep it to yourself. You go roar and...
Okay. Why not wield this power with an enhanced authority?
It's the same reason you don't let humans
She's
see
so
you
smart.
feeding. It's why the wolf doesn't want the sheep to know he's there. It's also why you don't go juggling dumpsters.
Yeah, I don't think she's ever going to juggle
from
dumpsters.
Sacramento, and
she does have celerity,
why
though.
You didn't know any of this when you woke up this morning.
So she could outrun the 815 from Sacramento. I can see her wisdom.
Keep our secret.
Well, except for I'm probably not going to raise it past 1, so
we're living in the
she won't be
age of
running
cell
any
phone
815s.
cameras. Fuck-ups ain't tolerated. Makes sense enough, right?
And for those who don't fall in line,
that party back there with the guy in the suit and the Magilla gorilla, the assholes. That
do you guys know who the Magilla gorilla actually is? That's a reference, I think, to a cartoon.
Business out of enforcing vampire laws.
I think it's a card, or maybe I'm thinking of the grape ape. I forget what it is, but I know Magilla gorilla is an actual reference. So it's best to bow to this prince.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I think some other time, maybe. I like to let people form their own opinions.
Okay. Where does our path lead us now?
All right, now don't worry, because I know the area a little, and you know what? I'm glad we're...
Could you be more clear?
You do what you gotta do. Theft, destruction of property, breaking and entering.
Yeah, she's been doing that anyways.
Around here.
Ever since she's been on the run.
That magnetically...
I'll check this computer over here first. Computer. Something she knows a lot about. Safe. Make hack attempt at skill level 6. She's so awesome. Unlock. Can't believe how good her security skill is, or her hacking skill is already.
There we go. Now take that keycard and head out the back. I'll meet you out.
Got it. All right. Whoa! Didn't mean to do that. I hate these Sabbat guys. I would like that Uzi though. Man. That thing would be freaking sweet to have right now. Okay, so that yellow bar is aggravated damage. Not cool. Like, at all, to have.
Fucking waste of unlife, these Sabat Vatos.
Vatos.
You get winged? Hey, hey! Look at them potholes! Those are...
Someone's down the stairs, huh? Does the taste of blood differ from mortal to mortal?
Well, when it comes to feeding, it's quality blood you're looking for, not the quantity. Bums and lowlife don't pack the same punch that help.
Okay, if you say so.
Remember what I said, though. Don't kill them. At least not the innocent ones.
And if I can't control myself, don't kill the innocent. Got it. What if I can't control myself?
An innocent's an innocent. You kill one, even a worthless bum, even by accident, and it's gonna cut.
Beast. I see this tale taking a dark turn. I'm tired of this sermon.
The beast.
Let's not be a jerk.
It's always there. It's waiting to take over. When it does, it's like a wild animal.
The beast doesn't sound like very much fun. I can see that this great power comes with significant restrictions. I love the way she talks.
Humans. If some asshole levels a 12 gauge your way, you drain him.
Nice. I'm understanding your wisdom.
The only way to fight the beast is to keep in touch with your humanity and don't go hungry.
Got it.
All right, now go feed.
I will feed carefully. All right, let's head down here. Remember, you want to avoid draining your victims, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay, so I wrote this also. Humanity 1 through 3, the lives and property of others are irrelevant to a kindred this far gone. Few vampires maintain scores for this low for very long. Their damnation is all but certain at this point. Perversion, callous murder, mutilation of victims, and wickedness for its own sake are the hallmarks of a kindred with very low humanity. So at this point, even seeing an innocent die, whether by your hand or not, will excite the beast to the point that a frenzy check will be made. It doesn't mean you're going to frenzy. It means that a frenzy check is going to be made, which, remember, the Osibo have a -2 to that frenzy check. So this is incredibly important to them. Of course, the Osibo's character or clan flaw is that at any level of humanity, if they see an innocent die, it makes the beast become excited inside of them, and they suffer a humanity loss regardless if they killed the innocent or if, like, a cop shot an innocent and killed them or something like that. In addition to this, you will also suffer an additional loss to your humanity whether you killed the innocent or not. So, this rule only affects kindred with a humanity level of 1 through 3, but this rule affects Osibo no matter what. So that's their clan flaw. Rah! Oh, wait a minute. I have full blood. There, I'm going to pop blood heal real quick. Okay, I'm going to change it back. Okay. I'm healed. I'm good.
Not quite as good, huh? Yeah, you could do worse. There's some rats down the way.
Yeah, she is way too smart to be feeding on rats. I could almost see the odor coming off that man. She probably could with Auspex. This beggar did not have a choice, and neither do I.
Well, give it a try.
I will contemplate this. Not for very long, you won't. She went to college. She doesn't eat rats.
Bear it, huh? It's okay.
Only in my last attempt at desperation will I endure such filth. Absolutely. You're absolutely right.
Got someone around me here.
A solo adventurer?
Not too much of a threat by himself, but you never know if there's more in shouting range. You can
sneak where?
The building across from us with the garage door. There's some double doors.
Don't worry, I'm not looking for any trouble.
All right, go.
And she's not. She's really, really not. She's gonna be a very passive kind of character. All right, let's get around here. So there was a bug in this too, where no matter what, this dude could like see you unless you had a sneak of, I think, 3 or higher. So if you had a sneak of like 1 or 2, he was like basically impossible to get past. We had to fix that, or I had to fix that.
Keep it quiet. They're inside here. Seems that shovelhead.
I had to lower his vision quite a bit.
Wounded too. Go take care of him.
Is this theory based on assumption or fact?
The Sabbat, you see, they don't have the most rigorous training program.
Explain this, Jack.
He's probably just turned and beaten over the head.
I am thankful I was not taken in by their kind.
He is a vampire, so be ready.
I don't think I can handle him, Jack. Ah! My freaking okay, I gotta buy a new keyboard. This sucks. Ah! I've had this keyboard for like 15 years, so... Alright, I guess anything that's dialogue 3, I can't use it. That sucks. Oh, man. Alright, knowledge I won't soon forget.
Go get him.
I'm on it. I honestly had no idea my keyboard was broken. Alright, I'm actually gonna sneak around this dude, if I can. I don't want to fight him. Because, I mean, look at this. My unarmed is 2. He's a vampire, dude. Bludgeoning damage or blunt damage just doesn't do it. There we go. I did not want to fight that guy. Sweet! I got a tire iron. That's so much better than fists. Alright, so I'm going to change this to tire iron in my hotkeys. So it's number 3. Oh, it's number 3. Of course it's number 3, and I can't freaking hit number 3. Ugh. You suck, Mr. Keyboard. Alright, well, I can equip it this way. Okay. Cool.
That's that. Sounds like you got another pack moving in, though. The
Sabbat
Sabbat are going
all out. Your strategy makes sense.
Alright, head down into the basement through the grate in there. Keep that tire iron handy. I'll be there in a minute.
Whoop. Just drop right down in there. Alright, I kind of already used stealth before. Let me get out my my tire iron here. Ugh.
Not sure what's going on. Sounds like the...
I have full confidence in my abilities. Actually, no, she doesn't. This is most unlucky for me. Blood buff. So you can use blood buff in Elysium as long as you are in the process of lockpicking. You cannot do that with Auspex, though. So that's very important that you guys know that. Okay, so I have Auspex, Celerity, and Quietus. I think that's how you say Quietus. I used to say Quietus, but someone like pronounced it for me, and it makes a lot more sense that it's Quietus. So that's how I'm going to pronounce it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but... okay, so I'm supposed to turn on Auspex. Ah! It's like so over here. Oh yeah. She did good.
I think they're clearing out. There's no need to go stirring up the hornet's nest till we know the...
Until we next meet.
Meet you there. Don't let them catch you.
I will move like the wind. Wait, if I am late to my arrival, it means I'm dead. I love the way she talks. Okay, Quietus. Silence of Death will allow you to make the area immediately around you silent, increasing your stealth feat by +2. Use this ability, then kill the guard. So when I was programming these, yeah, some of these just didn't. I just had to like set it up like you had to use the ability. Ah, I love the sound effects. Let me see if I can get him. No. Come on, I can't hotkey this. Come on, get him. Ah! That'll work. This is going to be a real problem, not being able to use my 3 key. Let me go ahead and switch this to melee weapon, tire iron, and then this is going to be my ranged weapon. for now. Man. Wait a minute. My 3 is working now. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, apparently my 3 key is working now. I still need a new keyboard, though. Let's see here. Okay, I think it said to use celerity. Ah! Hua! Ow. Ah, get away. Ah. She's so weak. Gotcha. You can pick up an object. Okay.
Huh?
Oh crap. Oh no. He saw me. No, you're not. Ah, I've been detected. Crap. Okay, so he's over there. For some reason, throwing this did not lure him away. There we go. Whew. All right, let's get in there. Oh yeah, I gotcha. I think I'm gonna have to kill most of my victims from behind, moving forward, because she just cannot do the melee thing.
Fucking humans.
Gangbangers.
Gangbang.
What is our next move?
They probably seen too much. Here, take this 38. Fucking piece.
So if you have a
human.
what is it? A persuasion of, I think it's 3 or higher, you get a special dialogue. May I keep this for a while? You get a special dialogue that says, "Hey, thanks for letting me keep this." So you actually start the game with a 38 special, which is like awesome. You can either sell it or you can keep it, do whatever you want with it. But you get to keep Jack's gun if you have a persuasion of 3 during this part. Bullets do not harm one such as I?
Well, yeah, some are more lethal than others.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Watch out for those shotguns.
Oh, yeah, understood.
Head up and clear out what's left of them. Can't have them run.
Consider this task complete. So when I was writing the dialogue for the Assamites, I decided I wanted them to be like, to sound kind of like intelligent, because they are viziers. You know, they're mostly like pretty smart. They're not like the Osibo where they're more like all brawn, no brains. So she's a ranged character. I would love to keep this gun. This gun is awesome. You can actually finish the game with a 38. A 38 punch is pretty hard. Let's see here. The lethality is 11. So it's actually pretty good. And not to mention, the ammo is incredibly cheap. It's the cheapest ammo in the entire game. So, you know, you can be a ranged character with basically no money and still be able to be somewhat feasible with a 38. So, yeah, and the feed adjustment's only -4. I mean, I know it fires slow, but the bullets actually do hurt pretty good. It's actually a pretty decent gun. Of course, I have no aim with it. Yeah, but I will. Yeah, when you get, oh, apparently I have to hit at least one of these. Let's see here. Let me go back because I don't have it hotkeyed. Okay, let's focus and come on. Come on, you should have statistically hit one by now. What the heck? So what's going to happen if I don't hit any? Okay, I shot one. Oh, jeez, man. Alright, let's get up in this thing. So, I want some blood. Why don't we... Let's see here. Let's get that 38 out. I only have 5 rounds left. But I'm going to see if I can shoot this guy first. I'm going to use Auspex. Increase my perception And let's see here. So my damage potential, because I went up in one point of ranged, for every point it increases the base damage by one, whatever that is. So the base damage of a Smith & Wesson is 3, which is actually like really good. Let's see here. So instead of 21 damage potential, now it's 24. Look at that one shot right in the stomach, dude. That was awesome. I love this gun. Yeah. Woo. Yum yum. I'm so glad I have an unarmed of 2. It really does help. Oh, sweet. Now I got a baseball bat too.
That's it, kiddo. Just like that, and it's all over. Everyone's...
This war between vampires seems short.
Until the next
That's another
night
reason
when
why
the
you
kid
want to do
will
the
find
tutorial.
some way to
Two
strike back.
experience points.
Barry Dodge spinning all...
These pointless battles seem to be paradoxical in nature.
Well, to be honest, you came at an interesting time, let's say. Now, we got every ancient kindred...
Soon to learn more about, I'm sure. Oh, here comes my cab.
I think they're looking for you outside.
Here, take your firearm. See, I would have a dialogue option that said, thanks for letting me keep the firearm, or something like that, if I had a persuasion of 3, which I don't.
If you make it back, stop in at the last round. It's this bar downtown here. I'll fill you in on the politics. Now that's the stuff that'll kill you.
All right, guys. That's it for this video. I'm going to sign out and get this puppy posted up on YouTube as soon as I can. And we'll be starting out in Santa Monica. Take care.